If a guy tells you let's just see where it goes, there's a high chance you're about to waste your time. And I learned that the hard way. I used to waste a lot of time in dating, and not just a few weeks. I'm talking months. Sometimes even longer. Staying in situations where, deep down, I already knew it wasn't going anywhere. But I stayed anyway. Because I told myself things like, let's just see where it goes. Maybe we're enjoying each other. Maybe it'll turn into something. And I've heard that phrase so many times. Let's see where it goes. Especially when you ask a guy what he's looking for. Or when things start getting a bit more serious. And instead of giving you a clear answer, they stay vague. And the thing is, that kind of ambiguity might work for some people, but I've realized I don't thrive in ambiguity. It keeps you in limbo. It keeps you waiting. It keeps you investing time and energy into something that doesn't have direction. And that's how you end up wasting time. Not because you didn't know, but because you ignored what you already felt. So the question is, how do you stop entertaining men who waste your time? For me, it started with getting very clear on my non-negotiables. Not preferences, not nice to have, but the things I know I cannot compromise on. Things like, do they actually want a relationship? Are they emotionally available? Do they communicate consistently? Do our values align? And once I got clear on that, the next step was harder. Actually sticking to it. Because it's one thing to say, these are my standards. And it's another thing to walk away the moment those standards aren't met. Before, I would make excuses. Well, maybe he just needs time. Maybe he'll change. Maybe I'm asking for too much too soon. But now, if something shows up that goes against my non-negotiables, I walk away. No overthinking, no trying to fix it, no giving multiple chances. And I know that sounds strict, but here's the truth. The early stage of dating is when people are on their best behavior. This is when they're trying to impress you, when they're putting effort, when they want to be liked. So if you're already seeing things you don't like in the beginning, that's not going to get better later. It usually gets worse because once someone gets comfortable, they stop trying as hard. So if he's already inconsistent now, he'll be more inconsistent later. If he's already vague now, he'll stay vague later. If he's already unsure now, that's your answer. And I think a lot of us struggle with this part, walking away when we like the person, because it's easy to leave when you don't care. But when you do care, that's when you start negotiating with yourself. You start thinking, but he's good in other ways. But we have chemistry. But what if this is the best I'll find? And that's where you have to be honest with yourself. Because this is no longer about him. It's about you. How strong are you in your standards? How willing are you to walk away, even when it's hard? Because the reality is, there is no perfect person. Everyone will have flaws. Everyone will have things you need to compromise on. But the key is knowing the difference between what you can compromise on and what you can't. Non-negotiables are there for a reason. They protect your time, your energy, your emotional well-being, and when you ignore them, you're not just giving someone a chance, you're also giving away your time. Another thing that helped me was reframing rejection and walking away. Before, I saw it as I'm losing something. Now I see it as I'm filtering. Not everyone is meant for me, and I'm not meant for everyone, and that's okay. So instead of trying to make things work, I observe, I assess, and I decide. Because the goal of dating isn't to keep someone. It's to find someone who aligns with you. And the faster you can recognize misalignment, the less time you waste. So if you want to stop entertaining men who waste your time, it's not just about spotting red flags. It's about what you do after you see them. Do you stay or do you leave? Because clarity doesn't come from waiting longer. It comes from deciding sooner. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do in dating is to walk away early, even if you like them, even if it's hard, even if you're unsure. Because every time you choose yourself like that, you reinforce your standards, and over time, that changes the kind of people you allow into your life.